Hi everyone, my name's Louise Fitzgerald. I am a fully qualified independent financial advisor, and my videos are going to tell you what that means, what I do as a job, and how I can help you. So essentially, my job is to put financial plans together for clients. It doesn't matter what age you are, whether you're in your late teens or early 20s, trying to put together a financial plan for your long-term future. Retirement doesn't have to be the only thing that you do that for. Obviously, there are things such as house purchases, having children that you need to plan for if that's something that you're thinking about. And obviously retirement is a big one that comes a lot later in life, and even beyond retirement there are things like care fees that a lot of people don't actually think about. These are all things in our lives that we need to plan for, and so we need to put these things into motion early on in our lives so that it's not a last minute rush when we get into our 50s or 60s and we actually realise that we've left it too late to do anything about. To become an independent financial advisor and to be able to put the letters DIP, PFS and IFA after my name, I've had to have undergone all the qualifications that are needed, a series of exams that have to be done over 2 years, which I completed in August 2017. My job is very highly regulated, and we have to complete at least 35 hours of continuing professional development every year, also known as CPD. They ensure that your knowledge is kept up to date and that you are aware of all regulations that are changing or any new products that are coming to the market, to enable you as an advisor to make sure you keep giving your clients the most up-to-date information. It's a continuous learning process so that we make sure that we can provide our clients with the best advice possible. I am actually an independent financial advisor, or an IFA, for a company called Horlock, Holdcroft Financial Consultants Limited, based in Uckfield in East Sussex. But I've recently launched on social media pages called Your IFA, in my mission to make financial advice more accessible to younger people or younger generations who haven't necessarily thought about financial advice or thought about how it applies to them. As I said before, it's not something you have to think about later in life. You don't need to be a certain age and you don't need to have a certain amount of money. There are things you should be putting in place early days so that your worst scenario is catered for. There are worse scenarios than others, but things like protection policies are particularly vital, especially if you own a property or if you have children that you want to make sure are looked after. I also want people to realise that financial advice doesn't have to just be given in face-to-face meetings. These days technology has come so far. Programs such as Skype, WhatsApp, video calling, all that sort of things means that it doesn't have to be a location-based service that I offer. Locality can be helpful to older clients who value a face-to-face meeting, as in an actual face-to-face meeting in the same room as each other. But for younger clients, I think they understand that having a Skype call is just as enlightening and just as informative as seeing someone face-to-face. My other social media accounts are called Your IFA on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. And obviously I'm on YouTube because that's how you're watching me today. Do keep up to date with these pages. They all offer valuable information, tips and informative pieces to keep my clients in the know, or just information that you guys can look at to make sure that, you know, maybe something you didn't realise before or something that you think that I can help with. Please get in touch and let me know. Or if you think there's a video that you would like me to do, please let me know. I'm always looking for inspiration for what I can talk about in my videos. So lastly, a bit of compliance and regulation. All my videos and all my posts are informative only. They do not represent any advice. If you do want some personal advice, please get in touch and let me know how I can help you.